Hi everyone, it's Carolyn from True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings. This is a story that we went over last night, but I have some other information on it and just wanted it to be also in a video by itself. So we're going to go over this 3-state manhunt for Peter Manfredonia, 23-year-old UCONN student who is considered armed and dangerous, and if seen, please do not approach, but call 911. I just want to take a quick minute to say, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to have you as part of the best community on YouTube, and you can do that if you please just click the subscribe button in the lower corner of the video. So let's see what's going on here. Law enforcement in 3 states, as I said, are searching for Peter Manfredonia. He's believed to have moved through Connecticut, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania over the course of the weekend. Police caution the public in a Facebook post not to approach him. Manfredonia's family hopes for a more peaceful resolution, and through their family attorney issued a statement that said, "Now Peter, if you're listening, you are loved. Your parents, your sisters, your entire family loves you. Nobody wants any harm to come to you," Dolan said. That's the attorney. "It is time to let the healing process begin. It's time to surrender. You have your parents and your sisters and your family's entire support." Dolan said that the Manfredonia family asked him to express their condolences to the families and loved ones of those who have been injured, but they've been killed, and have suffered over the past several days by the events that have led to Peter's flight from the area. Now, Michael Dolan, the attorney representing the family, said that Peter suffered from mental health issues for years, but the deadly crime spree came out of nowhere. And in that interview that this attorney had with Hearst, Connecticut media, he said that Peter Manfredonia's parents had been in regular contact with him until the series of events that began on Friday. Police say a motive for these attacks is still unclear. Now, as we said, Peter Manfredonia was a senior at UCONN, Joint School of Engineering, School of Business Management, and Engineering for Management program. UCONN spokeswoman Stephanie Wright said he was not attending summer courses and has not been living on the campus. The university is in contact with the state police and is providing any assistance and information they can. The university, through the spokeswoman, expressed its deepest, most heartfelt sympathies to the victims and their families in this horrible, incomprehensible tragedy. They are all in our thoughts, was the statement that was released. Peter Manfredonia was last seen on Sunday night in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania State Police determined that Peter Manfredonia was dropped off by an Uber in front of a Walmart store in East Stroudsburg on Sunday. Through interviews with the Uber driver and recovered security camera footage, troopers were able to determine that Manfredonia walked behind Walmart and other businesses onto a set of train tracks and was still in possession of a duffel bag full of guns that he stole from a home invasion in Connecticut. It's believed that Manfredonia does not have ties to the area and does not have a vehicle. He may attempt to solicit ride-sharing services, possibly through a third-party means, to flee the area, according to police. So what exactly transpired were 2 killings and an abduction. Manfredonia is suspected of killing a 62-year-old man and injuring another man with an edged weapon, a large machete or sword-type weapon. That happened on Friday morning in Willington, Connecticut. On Sunday, Nicholas Eisel, 23, was found dead in his Derby, Connecticut home. Eisel was an acquaintance of Peter Manfredonia, who appears to have stolen a black Volkswagen Jetta from Eisel's home. Police believe another person had been in the home too, and was later found unharmed in Paterson, New Jersey. Now, I mentioned this last night about this Paterson, New Jersey being a big hub for drug trafficking. Okay, in the area, when you see trafficking of drugs, a lot of it centers on Paterson. I just said perhaps there is a drug connection there. course, this person that was in the home, I believe the family lived in Connecticut. So why was she found in Paterson? So just, I don't know, just something that I'm trying to piece together there for my own self. The Volkswagen Jetta was believed to have been driven by Peter Manfredonia, and it was left on the New Jersey-Pennsylvania border. That's where it was found. And Manfredonia is also suspected of having stolen another car, and that was a truck, and long guns and pistols from a home in Willington on Sunday. Again, state police caution that he is armed and dangerous. Do not approach. The attorney said that you won't be surprised to hear that Peter has struggled with mental health issues over the past several years. He sought the help of a number of therapists, and he's had the support of his parents and loved ones to help him through those struggles. Robert Manfredonia is Peter Manfredonia's father, and he is facing his own charges, according to Lieutenant Aaron Bahamande from the Newtown Police Department. Robert, age 54, of Newtown, is free on $50,000 bond after being charged in April with second-degree sexual assault, 2 counts of risk of injury to a minor and 2 counts of providing alcohol to a minor. Now, the family attorney Michael Dolan, said he was not aware of the charges against Robert Manfredonia. Little background on Peter. He's 23 years old, grew up in his family's former home on the same Sandy Hook street as Adam Lanza. You know who Adam Lanza is? Sandy Hook, right? Newtown. According to property records, it does show that Manfredonia grew up on the same street as Adam Lanza. According to posts on social media feeds, Peter Manfredonia supported Sandy Hook charitable organizations that formed to end gun violence after Lanza killed 20 students and 6 educators back in December of 2012. Peter was recently living in an off-campus apartment in Stores, according to the family attorney Michael Dolan, who did not know if he lived with any roommates. Michael Dolan did not know when the last time Manfredonia spoke to his parents was, but said they had a heightened concern about his history of mental health issues when they heard about the alleged crime spree. Really? He certainly did have mental health issues, but he had no history of violence, Michael Dolan said. This really came out of nowhere. Now, his parents are divorced and they are cooperating with the investigation, according to the attorney. Robert declined to comment when reached Tuesday. Today, efforts to reach Peter Manfredonia's mother, Jeanette, were unsuccessful, and she is a teacher. Michael Dolan said he's trying to use the media to reach out to Peter Manfredonia, who was last seen in Pennsylvania on Sunday afternoon. On behalf of the family, I'm pursuing every avenue to reach their child, including cooperation with police, Michael Dolan said. And Manfredonia was an accomplished football player and track athlete in Newtown, in the Newtown High School, where he graduated in 2015. Stephanie Wrights, a UCONN spokeswoman, declined to comment whether Manfredonia has any disciplinary record at the school. The Pennsylvania State Police said today, that Manfredonia used that Uber to flee into East Stroudsburg Sunday afternoon after ditching a woman he kidnapped in Connecticut and the car that was left at the New Jersey border. Pennsylvania State Police have released an image of Manfredonia walking along railroad tracks carrying what appeared to be a large duffel bag. And that was shortly after he was dropped off by the Uber that was captured. Pennsylvania State Police say they believe the bag is filled with guns. Manfredonia is accused of stealing those guns during a Connecticut home invasion. It remains unknown what sparked all of this. The motive behind this is not clear, but it began Friday when police say that Manfredonia attacked 2 men with a type of machete in upstate Connecticut. Theodore Demers was killed during the incident in Willington, and another man was injured. On Sunday, a Willington man reported being held captive by Manfredonia, who stole his guns, food, supplies, and his truck during a home invasion. A few hours later, police recovered the stolen truck in Derby, Connecticut, setting off an extensive search that led authorities to a Roosevelt Drive home about a mile away. Police said video surveillance showed Manfredonia walking directly toward Nicholas Eisel's home between 5 and 6 a.m. on Sunday. When police went into the home, they discovered Nicholas Eisel dead inside the home, and the cause remains under investigation. Eisel is also a graduate of Newtown High in 2015, the same as Peter, and was described by police as an acquaintance of Peter Manfredonia. By the time police arrived at the house, Manfredonia had fled and kidnapped Eisel's girlfriend in her 2016 Volkswagen Jetta. The woman and the car were recovered later Sunday in New Jersey. Police say the woman was unharmed and returned to Connecticut, where, she gave an interview. While no one in the town of Newtown, where that horrible tragedy took place, were talking about the suspect, if you went to his Instagram, there were some posts that captured attention. So on his Instagram account, there are pictures of his association with two organizations that arose from the Sandy Hook elementary school shootings in December of 2012. On August 15, 2019, Peter Manfredonia posed with a picture of himself holding a cycling jersey and wrote, "Proudly representing Sandy Hook Promise for the biking leg of my triathlon." On August 19th, he noted he was representing the Aviel Foundation in memory of Sandy Hook victim Aviel Richmond, writing, "He spoke to Aviel's mom, and I can't thank her enough for embracing me the way she has, and I'm excited to continue the effort of preventing violence and promoting compassion." And then on September 7th, it showed a picture of him after having participated in the triathlon, and at the end of that post he wrote, "Excited for what's soon to come." A spokesperson for the Aviel Foundation, citing an ongoing investigation, said now is not the appropriate time for comment, but said the foundation wishes to express compassion to all those impacted families. According to his family's divorce filing in 2012, Manfredonia's family lived on Yogananda Street in Sandy Hook section of that town, and it's the same street, like we said, where Adam Lanza lived with his mother. As a 2015 graduate of Newtown High School, his mother is still a teacher. Peter Manfredonia still has strong ties to the town, and Newtown police said they stepped up patrols. They have increased manpower out of an abundance of caution, and they encourage residents to be on the lookout for Manfredonia, who is around 6'3", 6'4", 240 pounds. After Manfredonia took that truck, he drove to Derby, where police found that truck crashed and abandoned on Hawthorne Avenue at Collins Hill Road. They found that at about 6:45 a.m. Police closed nearby Osbornedale State Park for a search, and they determined that Peter Manfredonia had an acquaintance in the area by the name of Nicholas Eisel. As police investigated, they went to Eisel's house, where Eisel, 23, was found dead in the home on Roosevelt Avenue. Another tenant in the home said he heard arguing around 5:30 a.m. Peter Manfredonia allegedly stole Nick Eisel's black Jetta and abducted Nick's girlfriend. By Sunday afternoon, Nick's girlfriend was found safe, and the Jetta was also discovered by police in Paterson, New Jersey, 90 minutes from Derby. Police say the abduction victim identified Manfredonia as their captor. Their identity is not being released to police at this time. It's interesting that they went to Paterson because there was a big drug trafficking, operation coming out of Paterson. Every time you hear drugs being trafficked, they are normally strong ties to Paterson, just something that you hear when you read a lot of the reports around here. So when I saw Paterson and why he went there, it kind of made me think, was he going to pick up drugs? Like, well, why go to Paterson? I don't know. Do I know that to be true? No. Do I have a speculation that maybe that has something to do with it? Could. He's got erratic behavior. We don't know what's going on. The car believed to be driven by Peter Manfredonia was located about an hour away from Paterson in Knowlton Township, New Jersey, near the Pennsylvania border. Police said that Manfredonia used a different form of transportation and traveled to East Stroudsburg. That was the Uber where he was last seen, according to the FBI. So that's the last place they can place him right now, but that was Sunday. Today's Tuesday. Pennsylvania law enforcement agencies are actively looking for the suspect. Again, do not approach them. He is believed to be armed with pistols as well as long guns. Here is a Pennsylvania State Police. This is May 26th, 2020. PSP Stroudsburg was contacted by New Jersey State Police regarding the possibility of Connecticut homicide suspect Peter James Manfredonia, a white male, 23 years of age, being in Stroudsburg patrol area. New Jersey State Police had made contact with Peter, whose escaped kidnapped victim. It had made contact with Peter Manfredonia's escaped kidnapped victim near the Pennsylvania border and recovered the stolen vehicle he used to flee his last homicide scene. Troopers were able to determine that Manfredonia was dropped off by an Uber in front of the East Stroudsburg Walmart. Through interviews with the driver and recovered security camera footage, troopers were able to determine that Manfredonia walked behind the Walmart and other businesses onto a set of train tracks and was still in possession of the duffel bag full of guns he stole from a home invasion in Connecticut. Troopers are actively searching for him along with numerous other law enforcement agencies. It is believed that Manfredonia does not have ties to the area and does not have a vehicle. He may attempt to solicit ride-sharing services, possibly through third-party means, to flee the area. Again, he's around 6'4", 240 pounds with short hair. Last known clothing description are dark-colored shorts, a white t-shirt, carrying a black duffel bag. If seen, do not approach. He is considered armed and dangerous. You can call Crime Stoppers 1-800-472-8477, or you can always call 911 if you can't, don't have that number. This was what the state of Connecticut had issued at the time, so just showing you a couple of other photos of him. And we will keep on top of this if there's any, further sightings or if he's captured. There was a rumor that was dispelled because there was a rumor floating around that he was captured, and that is truly just a rumor. You can go to the state police page and see that that's a rumor, and so don't, have a false sense of security that if you live in the area that he was captured, because he was not captured. Here's a map of the route here, and just be careful if you live in anywhere in this vicinity, and keep your doors locked, stay vigilant, and I will bring you any updates as we get them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye now.